Hey everybody, it's your lovely gardening friend Liz, who hasn't did any gardening for months. And I decided to give y'all a little bit of a tour and show you what my neglected garden is looking like. So don't let the hat fool you. It's like 80 degrees out here in Florida right now, and it is almost the end of February. Okay, so first let me show you my little garden piece that I put outside of my kitchen. So this is what it's looking like, and a lot of what I put in here probably back in September, October is not what's in these containers. So in here I do have, like, I can tell I did put this in here. I think it's a chive or some kind of an onion, and it's been growing, but the rest is just grass. So I'm gonna start doing my cleanup. And then these were supposed to be mustard greens, but I think because the container I put it in was so shallow that the mustard greens just didn't grow very well. I'm gonna try to go as fast as I can on this video. And this, I do not know what it is, but it was supposed to be some flowers, but no flowers ever came up. And then here's some more mustard greens, and I think this is either mint or lemon balm in here. I can't tell because the markers that I put in here no longer show what's in here, but I'm pretty sure. Let's pick one. This is lemon balm. It smells like lemon, so that's pretty cool. So let's move on. Okay, this is some tomato plants that I planted, and I really didn't think that they were doing anything, but y'all, today, look, let me show y'all what I found today. I found, oh, let's go this way. Look at that, y'all. It's a tomato. So these raggedy plants made a tomato, but the tomato I don't think is any good. It has like a little hole in it from an insect of some sort, and I haven't been watering these plants or anything, so they look absolutely horrid, and I'm gonna go ahead and pull them out anyway. But I thought that was kind of surprising that I had a tomato on there. And look, this one is a tomato plant too. I may replant this one. This is like a nice fresh tomato plant, and it has a bud on it. So I think we had a little bit of cold weather, and I think the cold weather kind of did the tomato plants good, and you'll see why I say that. So this is my front garden, and there's nothing alive in here. I have a bunch of marigold plants, and I probably can get the seeds out of these pods on these plants. But I had a bunch of marigolds, and they lived for a long time, but they're pretty much down and out now. And so I had like a tidbit of comfrey over here that survived the winter, but again, y'all just haven't done anything out here. And the aloe veras, they're like, forget it, they live forever. And then we have some kale, and that's still alive. Yeah, I think that's kale. And then we have some kale over here too. Is this kale? Y'all can't even remember. I have to taste these and see how they taste. But I actually have some tomatoes that I can eat too. And I can taste, oh, that's Swiss chard. Swiss chard there. And you can see the plants are still alive. So I probably would just clean this up and see if those will survive. And there were some of the plants that did die. And then I'm going to start kind of giving them food and watering them and see how they do. And then here is my generational plant, and we had to take it in the house, a few of the plants in the house, but I know this will come back and it needs some cleaning up. It's just kind of neglected like the rest of my plants. Now this is one of the lemon plants that I got, and y'all look, can y'all see that right there? They're getting some buds, and I just noticed that today while I'm recording this. Look, we have a flower. Y'all know what that means. This bad boy is about to make some lemons. That's what I think. I'm gonna have to look it up because I have no idea what a lemon plant does. But I think it's getting ready to make some lemons. Ooh, that's exciting. And again, I haven't watered them or anything. So let's look at the other lemon plant. This is the infamous Fuckit Garden. And there's nothing alive in here. I'll probably just pull this up because it didn't really do too much. I didn't reap anything from this piece of the garden, so I'll probably just pull this whole thing up and clean it up. And then, y'all, this is how the garden is looking. That's how we're looking. And these were lettuce. I had lettuces in these. And they did well, and I got lettuce off of them. So now I just need to probably refresh this dirt and do some replanting. And then over here, this is a big old weed in here. And it was some squash that never grew right. And also, and this one had squash in it that never grew right. So I just need to pull everything out. It actually looks like some animals been digging in those. I don't know. And in here, these were some bean plants. You can see some remnants of some beans in here. And this also, you can see, I never took that off. We also had a bean plant on here. And nothing to see there. I had a melon plant I never got any melons off of. And then we have some, bell pepper plants. I got lots of bell peppers, so all those plants need to just be cleaned up. So everything is pretty much dead out here. I probably could have kept things alive, but well, I was a little lazy. Y'all, and here was some zinnias. You can see the remnants of the zinnias. I may be able to get some seeds off of those. And these are the zinnias. And then this, I believe, is a cosmos plant right here. So I'm not going to pull this up because it didn't really grow over the summer. Yeah, it was just so hot during the summer, and I think my plants just didn't grow because it was so hot. So right now it's kind of good, and there's some weeds in here. So I'm going to clean this up, and I'm definitely going to plant more flowers this year. This was one of my ginormous marigold plants, and they grew so good. I'm definitely going to do marigolds again. And in here, I had originally had radishes in here, and this is like a lot of junk stuff now. I had potatoes that I never even checked to see if they grew, so I don't know. This was squash in here, and there's no squash now. We had some melons, which never came to fruition. And then I had, you can see the pods here, okra. I had 1,253,000 okra that grew. So I'm definitely going to do those again because, you know, it's instant gratification, and I did eat the okra. And if you didn't see my video of when I tasted the okra straight out of the garden, you can click on that video. All right, and then in here, I had a bunch of stuff growing, and there's nothing in here to be seen now. It's just a big mess right now. Like, there might be some stuff that'll come back, but I'm not sure. Like this, I believe is some chives that I planted last year. I got some comfrey still in here. This was carrots, but there's nothing there. Nothing to see there. And everything else is just pretty much dead. But, y'all, back here, what you see there was some basil. I'm just going to pull the basil out. And these are some tomato plants. But y'all, look. I just pulled tomatoes off of this plant. It's still growing. And you can see up here. Let's get closer. Look, we still have tomatoes. I've been picking tomatoes off of here for a few weeks. So it kind of like died back, and then it came back and started growing tomatoes. So that's why I said maybe the touch of cold weather that we got down here made a difference when it came to these tomatoes. See, look at that. at all that. Those are all tomatoes. Those are good tomatoes too. I've tasted them and they taste sweet and they're gonna be eaten. Alright, so we have another okra plant that I'm gonna pull up. Probably has some good roots. And we had a melon plant in there that never made it. We had beans over here. I got tons of beans off over here. And y'all, I'm sorry, I'm not holding the camera right. Then we have that was aloe vera, which just really needs to be replanted. So I'll probably plant those in something big. Y'all, look at this mess. These were some bell pepper plants, and they did grow the bell peppers. And then down here we had a sunflower bed. So I'm hoping some of the sunflowers will automatically come back by themselves, but I have tons of sunflower seeds. So I will be throwing some sunflower seeds out here really soon. And here was a marigold plant, which has been gone. And we have a, this was a pepper plant that never grew any peppers. And then over here are some onions that I put in. So these are actually onions. I'm gonna have to pull one up to see how it looks. But I'm not gonna do that right now. And I was really shocked. It took a long time for them to grow, but I did get some onions. And then this plant right here, as you can see, this is an eggplant that never produced any eggplant. It's still alive, and it just never gave me any eggplants. But I don't know if I want to try to, I may leave this and see what happens, as with some of the other plants, and see what happens to it. So I'm just going to freshen it up and see if it'll grow me some eggplants. I don't know. And in this area, we have some tomato plants back here that totally did not come back. And we had bell peppers and just things that have to go now. And then over here, I had some beans, and those, I never really got any beans off of those. And we had a morning glory, which is totally dead as well. This right here was beets, which never came up. I was hoping they would make it, but we didn't get any beets out of here. So I'll be pulling this up and seeing what's inside of it. And then this is the I Want to Live garden, which nothing survived back here because I have this big old tree, as you can see, and which made it impossible for anything to live. But I tried it anyway, and it just didn't work out. So you can see down here, I had some basil. I think I had some lemon basil in here. But I may try to get some stuff going again and see what happens. I did have watermelon and cucumber in this area here, and again, we got nothing. I see a spider in there though. I have to be careful, y'all. I don't like spiders. And that's basically all of the gardenage. So that's it. That is what my garden is looking like right now. And I'm gonna try to kind of freshen things up. And poor Bobby, her garden is nothing but snow. She'll probably post a video with her snow right now. She's like in the middle of the vortex in Indiana in her garden. But I think it's time for me to start refreshing my garden. Plus, I'm ready to get back outside and do some stuff, because y'all just been working really hard indoors, and I'm ready to come back out, even though it never really got cold here. But I've been working on some other projects and stuff. And the garden was a lot of fun, and it's I think it helps with your mind to relieve some stress. So hopefully we'll be posting some more videos up a little bit more regularly. So thanks everybody for hanging with us, and we'll see you later. Bye.